I'm the most successful independent black actor in the Bay.
Boom.
Recognize haters.
Ooh, that's what it is.
Actually, y'all not haters.
But,
Y'all just people who ain't fell in love yet.
boom. Happy Friday, world. What's happening? What's happening, world? Happy Friday.
Hey, what it do,
Welcome
y'all?
to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun, here at Where Media Meets Studios in conjunction with VJ TV, Farrell Films,
Hey.
History in the Making Entertainment. Who else we got?
What?
I'm
Who else we got?
no, I'm
See
just
how you do me already?
no, not that. No, I'm on my lineup. I had to do our credits, our pregame credits. I'm usually on it.
This me?
Yeah, that's you.
Good luck,
Farrell Films, Keep It Cloudy Productions. Yeah, today is the
Short-term memory is the first thing to go.
Hey, yeah. Welcome. Got a nice show lined up for y'all tonight on this President's Day weekend edition.
Shout out to all the dead presidents.
Shout out to all the dead presidents.
May there be more joining you soon.
May all of them continue to be in my bank account. It's the only place a dead president is good at. Facts. We have the lovely, talented Toni Rochelle, a.k.a. Pretty Toni, in the building tonight.
Hey, what's up, fam?
What's happening? Got my usual two cohorts. I'm going to let them tell y'all y'all know who they is, but I'm going to let them tell y'all who they is.
Hey, what's up? It's the boy Real, a.k.a. Camouflage. You know what I'm saying? You can find me. No, what's up, y'all? This Farrell, Farrell Films. And I'm just happy to be here.
Yo, it's your boy Camouflage, man. We
The real Camouflage.
We about to get this thing going, man.
Going.
What we got on the menu?
We got current events, but we're gonna tap into the life and times of Pretty Toni tonight. Yeah. So, Toni, how are you?
I am doing well.
Welcome to the show. I've been trying, and Toni's fam, y'all know. I've been trying to get her on for a while. She's a very busy woman. She's doing a lot. And much respect and props to that, because that's what's up.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Rock. Rock tuning in. Oh, that's Ram. Ram tuning in. What's up, Ram?
What it do?
What's up with your boy?
So
Shout out Rock, James Earl.
Take us through the journey of Pretty Toni.
It started right here. Not actually right here,
Not
but
this
it
studio.
started right here.
Let's go with it.
It started in 2005. Was it 2005 or 2006?
When she was only 8.
I appreciate that. Yeah, 2005. It was either 2005 or 2006. Came from Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City girls to the Bay. Oakland to the town. Had no idea what I was getting myself into. Now, don't judge me, because I thought that Oakland and LA was next to each other.
Oh.
Okay, so I came out here for my 21st birthday. And I went to Tahoe. And I remember going to San Francisco, and I remember going to Oakland. But all I know is I was in California. And I said, when I went back home, I was like, I'm moving to California. I'm getting out of here. And everybody's like, nah, I don't believe you. You ain't going nowhere. 6 months later, I was out.
Like gooses.
I was out. I had $2,500 in my pocket with a dream. And I was trying to make it to LA, but I ended up in a town. And the history is making. Like, I met Rockefeller Rock. Shout out to Rock.
Shout out to Cuzzo Rock.
And I'm not. So Chauncey Bailey. Shout out to Chauncey Bailey, because that's
Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. I met him like 2 weeks after I came to the Bay. And he was like, you a star. And he was like, you got it. And he introduced me to Rock. And Rock met me. And he was like, you pretty. And I was like, really? Thank you. And
Wait, how long ago was it when you
2004.
From when you
17 years ago.
from when you actually left, got here, and then met Rock.
It was like probably like within the month because I met
Okay.
Chauncey like 2 weeks after I got to the Bay, you know. And Chauncey was like, "I'm gonna mentor you, and I'm gonna help you get around in the city, you know." And I had no idea what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Daniel too, Daniel the twin,
Mm-hmm.
because these were like the first people that I met when I first got to the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel put me on in the fashion shows, and I never thought I could be a model. That was never nothing close to what I wanted to do or how I pictured myself. I did a couple like hair magazines and things like that, but runway, I was like, no. And your girl couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. Shout out to Marla Davis because she taught me how to walk.
There you go.
The best person that could walk in the Bay
Good
taught
old
me how to
Marla.
walk.
Me and Marla go back to the 90s. That's my Berkeley folks.
Hey, she was like, go to the hall and practice because you can't walk. You got
Oh,
two
I done
left
seen
legs.
a lot of chicken walking after the clubs. You feel me? It's an art. You know.
Good old Marla.
It's like, you
So
pretty,
you were
but you
headed to
can't
be
walk.
an actress, right?
I wanted to be an actress.
Right.
I wasn't trying to be no model. But everybody just kept saying I was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I always thought I was pretty, but I didn't think I was pretty. You
Mhm.
know, not like that. To be named
Oh.
Pretty Toni,
Who gave you that name?
Rockefeller gave me that name. And I was like, don't that sound kind of vain? Like, people gonna think I'm conceited and stuff.
Wow.
He was like, no, you know how you talk. No, that's good. No, we're gonna call you Pretty Toni. Now, I didn't know that was a pimp's name because, mind you, I was 21,
Uh-huh.
young and naive. I ain't never seen the Mac, never heard of the Mac. I came from a country town. I don't know what the Mac is.
Mm-hmm.
She's from Ardmore, right next to Tishomingo.
Nah, I'm from Shakota, Oklahoma. That's where my family is from. You'll miss it if you blink.
Right.
But yeah, and I was like, okay. And he was like, we're gonna do this TV show.
What was life for you there?
Oh man, it was terrible. It
Was
was
it
a
like,
teeter-totter type
You
of
too
life.
pretty to be here? Was other people trying to encourage you to go, or were they discouraging you to come to the West Coast?
So I grew up in foster care
Mm-hmm.
from the age of 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And so I pretty much raised myself. I aged out of the system when I was 18. And it was like, okay, you 18, here go your papers, you done. What? I wanted to go to Grambling State.
Okay.
That's where I wanted to
That's
go.
cool. My main man
That's cool.
Sylvester went there.
I wanted to be a
E40
journalist.
also went to Grambling.
Yes,
and
he
Be
did.
Legit.
Yeah. And that's where I wanted to go. But I remember 2 weeks before graduation, and I was asking my counselor, I was like, okay, everybody going to OU and OSU and Langston. These are colleges out there, you know, and where I'm going to go. And he was like, you know, you got a good personality. You're very beautiful. And this is a white man, by the way, already with gray hair.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you know, you'll never be able to go to college. You know, you'll never be able to keep up.
Wow.
And I
I
was
wish
like-
I would have been there.
Thank you,
like,
man.
okay.
After I got through socking him up, don't you ever tell a black
But he
woman.
wasn't the only person that told me that. So then I talked to my caseworker. You know, I talked
So
to
they
my
didn't
foster
see
parents.
the steel that you have for a spine, or how you can overcome anything. They didn't.
So
Sometimes people can't see what's really in you, and they give you advice based upon what they think you are, not who you really are. So don't ever take that advice.
man, it's for real. I was diagnosed with being dyslexic.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up in foster care, I moved around a lot. I was in a different school all the time. I was mad at the world. I was a runaway. You know, I ran away all the time. And so I missed a lot of school. I loved school. I was very popular.
I bet you was.
I got all around eagle my senior year because I was in everything.
Yeah.
You know, I've always been a hard worker. You know, I remember being 15, braiding hair, working at McDonald's, cutting grass. You know, always having
I can't
multiple
picture
jobs.
you. I can't picture
Don't
Pretty
play.
Toni with a lawnmower.
Period. And not the one you sit on, the real grimy one that you push, okay? So, and did I mention I am a cowgirl, okay? I ride horses.
Okay.
I will own about 10 of them one day, different colors.
Yes, I remember your last horse riding adventure.
Don't start, Pharaoh. So yeah, that's what life was about in Oklahoma. Like, I never met my dad. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know his name. My
Ancestry.com.
yeah, I don't know.
I figured out my parentage on there.
I've heard about it.
And I've even found siblings, and I even found a daughter that I didn't even know I had on there.
A daughter
Mm-hmm.
was out here catting off.
So it really works. It's the
Yeah.
real deal. Okay.
The cold part about it is
I've
when I
heard it
seen her,
before.
Wow.
she looked more like my mother than I did. We didn't even need no DNA test when I seen her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but if it wasn't for Ancestry.com, we would have never connected.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so my mom, she was a drug addict. She was on the streets, you know, living her best life. And yeah, so when I got 18 and they was like, you free to go.
Steve's got a question.
What's up, Steve?
There's one of my daughters in the comments now. Hey, what's up, Kiera?
Hey, Kiera.
Hey.
But yeah.
Steve's comment was.
So you got a scholarship, or your mom? How'd you get through college?
I didn't get a scholarship. I didn't go to college until I came to Oakland, California.
Okay.
And so, I don't
But she
know.
was able to shake that small town mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Toni I see ain't nothing but a winner who can do anything. So I don't know
She's
what
a
Toni they
go-getter.
they was seeing.
She's a go-getter.
But
Well,
fuck
I
them. They
couldn't
did
read, you know? I couldn't read at a certain level. But I wanted to be an actress, and you have to know how to read to be an actress, right?
Mhm.
And so I would try to read, but it was hard for me.
Mhm.
And so I would get frustrated, and my speech wasn't very well. I couldn't pronounce words very well. And people would try to correct me, and I would think that they were making fun of me. But
And she's ready to fight when she thinks people are making fun of her.
no, I'm not. I'm
Don't
a
let the
sweetie.
pretty face fool
She
you.
will catch you.
There's
She's
a
ascending, that's right.
there's a
She's
feisty side there.
She's a Capricorn, that's why. But I went to Laney College. I enrolled in Laney College because when Rock gave me the TV station, he had to do a lot of coaching with me because educational wise, I didn't have the confidence either. I know that it was there, but
that's a big part,
I didn't
too.
have the confidence. Nobody said you could do this or you got this. And here I am trying to hold a mic and remember stuff, and I'm nervous as heck because I don't even know how to talk right. I don't know what words to use.
And you are, and for you guys that, you know with Rock VJ TV Network, that's Cuzzo, that's here. Pretty Toni is the very first VJ. Number one. The first. Uno.
All of the V-Jets must bow.
Hey, it's so
So
crazy.
ready.
I was the first VJ TV. I came in the studio one day. There was a big old poster.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys
I
remember
remember
that
that.
poster?
Yeah.
Yes,
I think it's still in
remember.
his office.
The picture was taken by Mustan. I wear
Yeah,
Mustan. Shout out to
Mustan.
Mustan.
Shout out to
Oh my
Man,
Mustan.
that's a
God.
cat I ain't seen or heard in
Hey,
years.
shout out to
Yeah, shout out to
Mustan
Mustan.
Franklin, best swimwear ever. Like he took this picture of me, and it was huge, and I was like, "What in the heck is going on?"
Yeah, I remember that joint. Yeah, that was a good one.
I was like, people are really gonna think I'm conceited. Like for real, Rock. Like, what are you doing?
Promotion.
But I went to college. I enrolled in college. I was like, I'm gonna go to college. You know, and I was mad because I was a foster kid, and I could have got a lot of benefits that I didn't even know that I could get. But again, when you don't have nobody behind you telling you the things to do or whatever, you just trying to ascend. You trying to get through
Get
it.
by, yeah.
But I enrolled in I enrolled in Laney College. I majored in theater arts, and I got blessed again. I got an angel. My theater teacher, he seen something in me. So the very first play that I was in, he cast me. He precast me. Okay, he precast me, not in one row, but 2 rows. This is a whole production. You got a
two
whole
sets of
whole
lines.
classroom, and you gave me 2 rows. I was terrified.
He saw it in you.
I was terrified. So you know, when
Shout
you're
out Laney College.
shout
too,
out to
like,
Laney College,
out
shout out to Michael Torres.
I went to Laney.
Period.
Me too.
Period.
I love that, baby.
And I remember sitting at the table like this, and everybody sitting around the table, and I'm terrified because don't nobody know my secret. How you enroll in theater arts and you don't know how to read? You know, how you do? Where they do that at? So we sitting there, and I'm shaking, and I'm like, I'm gonna get through this script. So I'm reading the script. Mind you, I'm 21, y'all. I'm like 21, 22. and I'm reading the script. Hopefully y'all get teary-eyed.
I'm teary-eyed in my heart.
But I'm reading the script, and I'm going over the script, and I'm trying to read it before it's time for me to read it. And I'm like, dang, I don't know this word. I don't know this word. I don't know this word. Like, how I'm going to get through a whole sentence? And then you want me to play two roles?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, people are cruel. People don't care about your story or who you are, especially in the entertainment business like this.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm
People can be very
shallow.
very cutthroat. Hell, the most vicious thing about this though is that the most cutthroats is hiding behind the smile and the pat on the back.
So yeah,
Scars build character though, and you persevere.
Mm-hmm.
it took forever to get through that script. It took forever because every word I was stumbling. I didn't know the word, and these was not like, you know, big words. These was like words that I should know. Like I know how to speak them, but I don't know how to read them. I don't know what they look like. I'm dyslexic, so everything looks the same to me. And here go the teacher, keep going, Toni. And I'm like, don't you want to cast somebody else? Like,
No, he saw it. He
keep
saw
going, you know. And I can hear the whispers, and I can hear the laughs, and I can hear all of that. And we finally get to a break, and I go to the bathroom, and I just cry. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna run out the theater. Like, how do I get out of here? I don't want to be here. Why did I do this to myself?
Because, and let me tell you something, I've worked with Toni on a couple films, and she's exceptionally talented.
Right.
She's one of the best actresses I've ever worked with. Her ability to emote and to get into the character and really convey the character
Yes.
is just, it's great. You're really talented.
Thank
I
you
always
so
appreciate
much.
working with you.
Always.
Because I work with a lot of actresses here in the Bay Area, and not a lot put in the effort that you do. So if don't nobody else see you, and I always, and with other directors that have asked me about it, I'll be like, yeah,
Just move
Toni,
to the chair.
that's a star. So when dude said you was a star, he just was first up, but he ain't the only one that see it.
And I feel
Appreciate
that
that.
too, because acting it's not just about like the words. It's actually the biggest part is what you do with the words, right? How
Steve, you might be correct.
like he said about the emotes, it's how you make people feel. So to that instructor, you know what I'm saying, that was more important. That's the the biggest piece of the pie, so to speak. So yeah, shout out for overcoming that though, and like
Yeah,
really
big shout out.
Yeah.
turning up on that whole situation.
Right.
You
But
know,
see,
that's
it was
an
the way he
ability.
broke it down to me to learn how to get through the script. And I started highlighting the words that I knew, which was a lot. I know a lot of words that I didn't know. And then I took the dictionary, I looked them up. And in the dictionary, this is old school because we didn't have iPhones and stuff.
Right.
So we got the dictionary, and it breaks down the word and how to pronounce it.
Right.
And then when I finally told my secret, there was people there that wanted to help me.
There you go.
So there's people out there that really will want to help you. But there's people that's not going to help you too. So
Right.
there was a girl, and shout out to her, but I ain't even going to call her out.
Don't give her no name.
I'm not.
It ain't glory.
But I respect her. You know what I mean? Because she did something for me. Because when somebody tell you, so many just kept people telling me that what I couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
You could never do this. You could that white man, that he was the one out of so many people that told me what I wasn't going to be able to do in life.
I just
At
wish.
one point, you get
Is he
fed
still
up.
alive? Because I might go to Oklahoma and punch him in the face.
It's all good. It's
Let
all
me ask
good.
you-
No, he's still. We owe him an ass
Give
whooping.
it to the universe.
I got one question about that though. So, what would you have to say to like young kids now that might be in the same position you were, as far as like gaining confidence and you know what I'm saying, overcoming that whole situation if they feel like they might have that struggle with maybe a learning disorder or you know what I'm saying, reading or something to that that nature where it's not someone directly over them that sees it, can help in all the right circumstances that it takes, you know what I'm saying, for a kid.
Yeah, that's a good question. Just like you got to believe in yourself first, So for me, like I felt abandoned my whole life. My dad, I never met him.
Let's get on
My
Ancestry and
mom.
track him down.
She didn't raise me,
Yeah, we can do
and
that.
so like eventually I was like, I'm really out here alone. And if I don't, get out of my own feelings, then I'm going to destroy my own self. Right. And so for me, it's like, don't be afraid to tell your secret.
Hey, Monique.
And right now, there's so many programs and stuff now. There's so many, you got the phone to like help you read now. There's just so many assets and things to make you not be in that position. But the biggest thing is just having somebody that care for you. If just one person like care for you, make you feel loved, then I feel like you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
That's what's up.
Yes, you can.
And shout out, like Pharaoh was saying, shout out Monique. Monique just said, this comment, she said she appreciates you for sharing your journey and keeping it real. And that's what's up, because, I mean, it takes a lot to open yourself up to the public, because, like you said, people in general, society is hella fickle and judgmental and all that. And it takes real strength to be able to open yourself up and expose yourself and even speak on your shortcomings and how you overcame them.
The shortcomings is what got me where I'm at now.
Exactly.
It's the journey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the journey. If I leave tomorrow, I won't even be mad because I left a mark here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I inspire somebody.
Oh, you have.
You know what I mean?
I haven't bought a Honda once because of you.
Not the Honda commercial.
Yes.
One of my biggest
Oh
moments.
yeah. I seen the Honda commercial.
One. Easy peasy.
That's right.
So
That's what's up.
So you've done. We're gonna go through the annals of Pretty Toni history. Mm-hmm. So you was here.
Stage plays. I went to Scotland, London to a group of Oakland kids. Got invited to go to the Edinburgh Festival in Scotland. And I'm telling you, the stage was like this big. It was so intimate. Okay, you could feel people breathing on you.
Was they on you over there in Scotland?
Oh, they was on all of us because we were so colorful. We were so loud. We were so energetic. They was like, "Who are y'all?" Yeah. Like they were clingy to us. It was great.
So you didn't put stamps in your passport behind this
that's
game.
how I got my passport.
That's
how I got my passport.
And was it a separate trip to London, or is all part of that?
Well,
same
we
trip?
We really went to London for like a day and a half. We didn't really get to explore, but I still.
Went to London. I tell people I went to the Netherlands. I actually went to Aruba, which is owned by the Netherlands. But I tell people like, you been to Europe? Well, I've been to the Netherlands.
You've been to Aruba.
Yeah.
The Queen of the Netherlands was on the money.
You in? Okay. All right. Never mind. So you so like you said, you came to Cali. You want to be an actress. Everybody saw, because I've known you since you were 21.
Yeah, 21, 22.
Yeah, I met you. 21, 22. So modeling, you got pushed into the model. The modeling door opened up for you. And then you've been killing it too. I've been seeing your ads and whatnot all over social media. I'll be like, look at fam doing their thing. Because I'm always congratulate my people.
That's why I say if I don't make it to where exactly I want to make it tomorrow, I'm satisfied because my community shows so much love.
Man, so much love. I'm on to almost got arrested in front of Channel 2 over you.
What?
Yes.
Do share.
Okay.
What happened?
Back in the MySpace days.
Not the MySpace days.
Somebody put up a thing saying.
Shout out to Tom.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Okay, they put up a thing saying, "Oh, Pretty Toni is missing."
Oh my God, that was.
And we
horrible.
Pretty Toni is missing, so we galvanized. So we all, this is MySpace days. We didn't have no iPhones, we had the Nokia joints, so we couldn't even text. So anyway, we letting everybody. So somebody said, "Man, Channel 2 ain't giving it no publicity. It's Pretty Toni." So we went up there. Like, you gonna go on the air and say that. So security guard was like, "Man, get the fuck," basically like, "Get the fuck up out of here." It's like, "No, it's a black woman missing. Her name Pretty Toni. She's something special. You gonna get on." So I'm getting into it. So blood was like, "Hey man, you ain't gotta be getting at me like that." And I'm like, "Nigga, unless y'all gonna put Pretty Toni on the air all across this motherfucking country, we gonna be me and blood guys, blood shirt. That was probably out there."
So during that time, I was in Oakland, California, struggling. Remember, I ain't got nobody to call on.
Right.
I was suicidal.
Ooh.
I was broke.
Uh-huh.
I was bad. I had to leave here because my what happened was my grandmother passed away, and I was trying to make it back to Oklahoma to see her, but I was broke. I couldn't get there, and I missed her by like a day or so. So then I ended up going to Florida because I had a friend in Florida, and to tell you the truth, that situation saved my life.
Okay.
Because I went to Florida, and if you know anything about Florida, you know we all about the marijuana here. You can get that anywhere here. When you go to Florida, it's all about the coke. The coke is everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's the appetizer, it's the lunch, it's the dinner, it's all of that. And when you so broken, I mean, if anyone knows me, I don't do drugs. I don't do none of that because of my situation with my mom. I never wanted to end up like that. Mm-hmm. And so when I was in Florida, I called myself dibbing and dabbing because I was at a very, very low place in my life. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really even have that much. It was literally just, I have a low tolerance anyway. Mm-hmm. And I was depressed. I was just bad. It was just bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was a low point in my life. And had it not been for, I turned my phone off and everything. And then some said, turn your phone off. I turned my phone on. It was beep, 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 beep. People calling me. Shout out to Lene Smith. That was my first makeup artist in the Bay. Mm-hmm. She was calling me. They was like, you're missing and you're on this and this. They about to get you on the news. And I'm like, what?
And this is why you got to tell people how you really feel about them. Give them their flowers. Right. Because you probably was in this feeling like you didn't have a lot of love. You needed love, right?
Oh, I was about to kill myself, for real.
We all loved you. In fact, we loved you to the point where we was going up to Channel 2 acting a fool. But I don't think I had ever even told you.
You never told me, but I heard about it.
Yeah,
I didn't
but I'm saying I don't think I ever told you how, like, oh, behind you, I'll go act a fool. You know what I'm saying? So I never gave you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? So when you care about somebody or you concerned about them and stuff, don't be too cool for school. Holler at them because they might need to know that they got somebody in the corner. Because a lot of us, we show up at the funeral or when they're in jail or something from bad decisions and we get to acting a fool and we riding for them. But maybe if we'd have let them know that we would ride for them before that,
I mean,
it won't come to that. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't have no money. I was at my lowest point.
Because there's a lot of us who care about a lot of people and we probably ain't even let them know that, hey, blood, I love you. I got you. Right. Hey, if you need something, I got you. You know, on a sincere level. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And sometimes we don't let people know. Yeah. And then they're out here going through a struggle we don't know about, feeling like they're all alone. But maybe they can help get through the struggle if they know you in the corner, and vice versa. That's you know, true. If any of y'all got love for me, hey, don't keep it in. Let me know.
But to tell you the truth, a year after that, when I seen you, you got in my ass. I don't know if you remember this. It was me, you, and Rock. We was in your van.
Yes. Shout out to my red van.
That's when you were selling insurance.
Yes.
And you kind of like the tone of voice you used with me. You was like, well, we could have helped you move, and we could have did this and that.
And in fact, we did, man. We went and got the big ass U-Haul.
I wasn't used to that. Mm-hmm. And when you're not used to that, you don't even know how to ask for help. I don't know how to do that.
I feel you.
You know? So.
In fact, I even went to Home Depot and got a crew in front of Home Depot.
For real. It was real.
And
she loves you, Farrah.
Pretty Black showed up, man. Rest in peace to Pretty Black. He pulled up. I think it was the blue Lambo.
No, it was the orange one.
Oh, it was the orange one. It was the orange Lambo.
That's right, bro.
Man, that was one of the hardest. That was one of the hardest stunners that I've ever seen, even to this day. He's been gone. He's been gone almost 15 years, man. But Pretty Black was, man, still a legendary stunner, man. Rest in peace to PB, man.
Dang, we didn't name Chauncey. We didn't name Pretty Black. Dang, see? Yeah, like you said, you got to give your flowers to people. But he definitely was a fan of mine.
Tiff.
Hey, Tiff.
So the craziest part to me is just seeing you back then I had no idea. Like you had no kind of issues or
Champagne.
anything. Like you just seemed like
That's my bro.
you know
Hey,
what I'm saying.
Monique.
Like you was on your way to.
I mean, how do you
Miss
just tell
America
people
if you
that,
wanted
though?
to, you know
And
what
if
I
you
mean?
you
I-
hold a person at a standard, you think I'm supposed to just come to you like I'm hungry?
I feel you. I get
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like, I need a place to lay my head at.
And sometimes that's why you got to go sometimes the extra step. And sometimes you need to stop and ask your people, are you okay?
Yeah. You
You
know,
know,
because
are you
everybody
okay?
hides behind a smile. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people hide behind a smile and the, how you doing? Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Because if
My whole world could be crumbling. And,
And
all
if-
you going to get from me is I'm good.
Yeah.
and if it is, and I tell you, dude, I'm really fucked up right now. I'm this, that. Will that person be able to receive what you said and provide any intangibles to help you out? And
I did that
without
once.
judgment
Without
is the
judge-
key.
But the thing is, they gonna judge you regardless.
True.
You could be the richest, prettiest, whatever. They gonna talk about you then. They gonna talk about you now, and that's the biggest lesson that I've learned.
Right.
I did that one time. I told somebody, hey, blood, I'm fucked up right now, man. I'm not in a good place.
Mhm.
And they said to me, ah, nigga, you good. Stop playing, nigga. And I really was like, I was all fucked up. But my partner, T. Will, called
Shout
me.
out to these spikes. I see you.
And T. Will, he's passed away now. But my boy,
Rest in
Terrence
peace.
Williams, he hit me just out the blue. And he said, because this was right after my mother passed. And I was all fucked up because there was unresolved issues.
Yeah.
And then she was gone, and I never got to resolve the issues I had. Then my boy T. Will called and said, hey, man, I just want to make sure, man, you okay, man. And that shit meant so much. He didn't have to have no bread for me. He didn't have to have nothing for me. Just him calling me, asking me if I was okay.
Yeah.
That was good. So, man, if you got people out here, man, take a moment, man, and ask them, are you okay? Because,
And
man, sometimes they can be looking good. They can be stunting. Everything look like they good. They look like they winning.
Right.
But inside, there might be something going on. And if you
Because-
love your folks, just go the extra mile, man, every now and then. I ain't asking you to be a social worker, but just saying, every now and then, go the extra mile for your people, man.
Because you think about it, just really put it into context. The person that's
Hey,
going
yeah.
through so much, they have to put on this mask, this representative to the world, because you don't want to show vulnerability, because the world is a wolf.
Yep.
Yeah,
The world is an attack wolf.
waiting.
And if you show weakness, you're prey.
That's the only thing that got me through.
On several levels. You know what I'm saying?
And then-
From your job, to your friends, to your romantic relationships, the wolf takes many shapes.
Kenyelle Nails, what's happening? I hope I said it right. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, the world is a wolf. But also scars, which I've always said on the show, and this is my philosophy, scars build character.
Can I disagree with you slightly?
You allowed to do whatever you want.
I don't think it builds character. I think it reveals character. It reveals who you really are. Depression.
Yeah.
The scars.
I can agree with you.
Because some of us are
Because I
tough.
think it's in
I agree
context
with
of what
both of
I'm
you.
saying. Yeah, I think it's in context of what I'm saying, so I agree with you.
I think some of us are tougher than we know.
Yeah.
And then when we
That's
get
built.
into this pressure and we get through some shit we didn't even think we could get through, and then we realize, hey, you know what? I'm actually tougher than I thought I was.
Right.
You know?
Definitely.
But
we
see,
Because-
that's why Pretty Toni loves the stage.
Yes.
Mhm.
You be
Because
working.
I never have to be, I don't have to be me.
Well, that's what Steve
You
had
know?
point Steve had made. Steve had said maybe it was the insecurity in you that actually allowed you to access emotions in your acting.
That's what it was, because
Mhm.
even though
Hey, Candace in the building.
even though I knew this is what I wanted to do, when I actually got the feel
What's up,
of
Jonathan?
it, I was like, dang, this is what I want to do. This is where I belong. Like, this is where I feel alive. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't know if you know what I mean,
I do.
but do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
So-
why I'm such a good writer, because I become each one of the characters that I write. So it's like when I sit in front of the computer and it's just me and I'm banging on the script, I'm taking a journey all over the place, and I get to take a break from being me.
Exactly.
Because me, the regular me is a normal, responsible guy who does the right thing, and a lot of people are counting on me, and I'll never let my hair down because I can't afford to make a mistake. There's too many people counting on me. I can't melt down. If I'm upset about some shit, I gotta keep pushing. I can't be sad. I can't be none of that shit because it's motherfuckers counting on me to go get it damn near every day.
True.
So, but when I'm writing, I don't have to be me.
Yeah. Get to free flowing. So, I mean, and first and foremost, we chop it up. I'll be like, I'm proud of you, fam. Glad what you doing, because I'm always a person that's gonna tell my people what's happening was good.
You're a real one for that.
Because everybody needs to know that people appreciate and you proud of them. And it don't cost nobody anything to tell somebody, hey, I do what you're doing.
Yeah.
A thumbs up, hey, that's what's up. Even the small gestures.
Through the characters.
All that, that's what's up. Because everybody, in this network of all of us, in our entertainment industry family and all our affiliations,
it's really a family.
We doing a lot. And we've been doing a lot of this shit for years, and it's good. And don't get me wrong, everybody go through lows and got stories. Everybody has a testimony.
Everyone. You
know what I'm saying? And I'm just like wow, because like I said, we talk, we good, and you're saying some stuff that I didn't know before, and I'm like wow, because the average person assumes 98% of what they see.
And when the presentation looks good,
you assume. But I just want to give you kudos, respect, props, and all that for overcoming every obstacle that you've been dealt. Because scars build character. And
it reveals character.
It does. And
we'll have to arm wrestle over that later.
I won already. But no, I mean it's really it's a beautiful thing when we challenge adversity.
Hey Martha.
And go through.
Hey Martha.
Hey Martha, what's happening? We go through the obstacles, the obstacle course in life. And we don't allow it to minimize us. Yeah, it may delay us for a moment, a season or two, but it doesn't deny us permanently.
It's just deferred.
So if you really mess with me, you really follow me, you know what word I use all the time. What word do I use all the time?
I just be looking at your pretty pictures.
Keep ascending. You know what I'm saying?
You even had a show called that.
That word means to arise, to keep going, to thrive. Like no matter what comes against you, you have to keep ascending.
Exactly.
If you watch the video, it'll tell you a little bit of my life story. That's my real life story in that video.
Right.
But I mean,
when you write the book, mention me.
I got you.
Okay.
You got it. So. You've been doing, like I said, you always working. You always doing something. You are, but that's a testament to who you are as a person, to the fire that burns within you, and because you got the Honda commercial was cranking. I see you on all the clothing modeling.
Spoil Boutique. Shout out to Spoil Boutique.
Hey, Spoil Boutique.
You host. You host, you act, you got your hat in a lot of things, and that's from hearing your story and knowing what I know and where you are now. That's just the melanated woman is God, and you will get that at 3 a.m, man. When I tell you, that is Black excellence. And we are in the middle of Negro appreciation, sort of, in a couple of weeks. But I'm just saying, it's year round, really though. But I'm very proud of you. You already know that. I'm just, and I really just wanted to tell you that.
Big up, Toni.
So,
hey, Steve said, he said it's the restrictions in life that force creativity. So how you feel about what he said?
Yeah, I mean, this business, you got to be very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Like yeah,
Persevere.
yeah, but you have to be committed. You know, it's a lot of stuff I miss out on because I'm at home reading scripts. And even to this day, I can read, y'all. I mean, I came to California and I applied for Kaiser Permanente when I first got here because I didn't mention, you asked me about college and I forgot to tell you I did go to school for medical assistant. And so when I came out here, I had that. And so I applied for Kaiser Permanente. I didn't know that everybody been wanting to work there since they was in high school.
Yeah.
You know, that didn't really... That didn't really faze me. I just thought I was getting a job at a hospital. Now, I applied and they didn't call me back until a year later. I was working for Kaiser Permanente. That's big. Like, you really got to know how to read. You really got to know how to type. You really got to know how to, like, do stuff. And shout out to Kaiser Permanente because it grew me up. You know what I mean? It taught me a lot of things. And being able to work at a company like that and knowing that like people been vouching to work there since they was in high school.
I couldn't get in that mud.
Me neither. I was at Alta Bates and I couldn't get into Kaiser.
Wow.
17 years, okay? 17 years. And 15 years. 15 years, not 17. I've been here 17 years. I worked there for 15 years.
So what does the future hold for Pretty Toni? Projects wise and stuff like that?
I got a lot of stuff coming up right now.
Quick plug. Our movie that we did, Dead Rappers, is dropping on the Peacock Network. 56 million subscribers.
Hey.
May 22nd.
Okay.
Yep. Toni plays the reporter in our comedy. Dead Rappers get better promotion.
Shout out Dead Rappers.
Dead Rappers.
Go to Peacock, man. Y'all better go see that.
In fact, while y'all on Peacock, check out that. A lot of y'all don't think it's blasphemy, and I thought it might have been a little bit at first.
You finna plug that other show?
Bel Air. Trust me when I tell you, it's good. It's good. Dog, it's good.
Oh, no. I'm not hating. I hear you, but we on Toni right now. We ain't talking about shit.
Well, Toni's movie, Dead Rappers, is going to be right there.
Now it's Toni's movie,
It's going to be right there with Bel Air
on
the Peacock Network. But the reason why I'm plugging the Peacock Network and everything that they do is because a movie that we thought up right here. And we wrote it ourselves. And we got our own little cameras, and we all did our own little acting, and we edited the shit and put it together, and it's now on a worldwide platform with 56 million subscribers. So
check it out.
Don't let nobody tell you what can't be done, man.
Don't ever let nobody dim your light. So, Toni.
Hey, shout out Barbezi.
Shout out.
Bees.
You've
shout
done
out everybody that's on
stay
the
plugged
live.
in. In fact, Bees, we filmed part of it in Toni's scenes at Believe Studio out there in Hayward. Shout out to Believe.
Oh, yeah,
There's a cat I met through
nice
Bart.
studio too.
And let me tell you something about Believe, man. One of the most positive dudes I've ever met, man. The sun is always shining.
I was there that day, huh?
Yeah.
My
It
son
was Believe Studio.
Yeah,
I met him.
Yeah.
And I met him through Bart. Bart, shout out to Bart, man.
So good.
But yeah.
Rob Hankins.
What's up, Hankins? What's up, bro? Hey, we need part 2 of that, you know what I'm saying, that book, bro. We gonna holler. So you've done...
I was 96 to 2008. That's to Steve.
Just give the public a rundown of your projects you've worked on.
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to RTV. I know I'm at VJ TV, but shout out to RTV.
We rock with RTV.
I know we do because we're all
we'll hate on nobody.
And I have to shout them out because I had billboards, y'all. I had billboards in East Oakland, okay? And I had people coming up to me like, you look like the girl, you look like, and it's a lot of, there was a lot of senior citizens that watched the show and they come to Kaiser Permanente and they were like, I know that voice, you know? So shout out to RTV for giving me billboards. When I left VJ TV, I went to RTV and I became the host there. I started doing like the BET Awards, the APSCOP Awards, going on the red carpet, interviewing tons of celebrities.
Toni International, y'all better ask somebody.
Yeah, I better know. I'm saying that's why I asked her to run down her things. You know, I can do it, but I want her to do it.
And from there, I went. I did several magazines, videos. Let's see. Oh God, this is bad. So many. I don't know if I can remember everyone.
You ain't got to remember everyone,
but she has done a ton. If you go in the beauty shop,
how many I did? 0.
Hey, if you go in the beauty shop and you got those hair magazines right there, you be like, man, she does look familiar.
Yeah.
That's her.
She was in it.
Anywhere from magazines to photo shoots to video shoots, and shout out to anybody that's ever
Shout out to Matthew.
Pretty Toni. Shout out to Matthew Griffin. Shout out to anybody that's ever had me on set at a video shoot. And shout out to anybody that's ever gave me a referral.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Because half the things that I've gotten, I worked with one person and they like, oh, I know who you should call. And that's mad love. You know, that's mad love.
That's professionalism.
And you got a movie called Kendrick coming out soon.
I got a movie called Kendrick coming out.
Kendrick the movie.
I play an assistant.
And Kendra, the model tycoon, is also in that.
Yeah, shout out to Kendra.
Shout out to Kendra. She's doing big things. I also have I have a couple of stage plays coming up. One is going to be in LA that I'm looking forward to. It's a new theater that's outdoors. And I have
amphitheater.
Yeah. I love theater. Theater is my first heart because it goes back to me not being able to read. And with theater, you got to know your stuff. It's not like cut and then do it again. And then let me look at the script real quick. It's like, you got to do it right now. You don't get a second chance. And if you mess up, nobody knows you mess up but your coworkers, right?
I be knowing.
So it's like so authentic for me, you know? But I love the way she looks on film, though. She looks good on that film, though. She look good. So, yeah, videos, magazines, tons of people I've interviewed.
Yep, no retakes, Bart.
Interviewed. And my newest thing that I'm doing is a writer. I've been writing.
Pen game.
So many people have said, like, you should write a book and, you know, this and this and this. And I've started it, but I can't get through it. I don't know why. But I just continue to write. And I write for the Oakland Voices. I don't know if you heard of them. It's a journalism company in the Bay Area. Shout out to Oakland Voices.
Shout out to Oakland Voices.
Who's behind that?
A guy named Reginald that I went to college with.
Shout out to Reginald.
Shout out to Reginald, Oakland Voices.
So yeah, it's great, nice things. I don't know what God has in store for me, but as long as I can stay booked,
more journalism.
I'm happy.
Now let's ask you this: you've done a lot of journalism, a lot of interviews and stuff like that. Who's the most famous person you interviewed?
Smokey Robinson. So when Michael Jackson passed away, we were on the red carpet at the APSCOP Awards. So if you can imagine,
for the songwriters, it's the whole industry.
If you can imagine, everybody was trying to get at him. And so when he was about to walk by me, his publicist was like, "Come on, no more." And I said, "Smokey, please, can I just ask you one question?" Everybody asked him Michael Jackson questions.
Smokey looked at you and his heart melted.
Shout out to Smokey, okay?
Smokey heart melted and he said...
I didn't ask him nothing about Michael Jackson. I said, now, tell me where I could find your grandma's gumbo at. He said, what? He started laughing and the cameras just started going. And he was like, what you know about my grandma's gumbo? I said, I'm from Oklahoma, and they sell it in Bifales.
Do they?
Yeah, they sell it at a
so his grandma has a famous gumbo?
Yes, and they sold it at Bifales. It's a grocery store in Oklahoma City, and that just tickled his heart.
Is that like food for less out there?
It sure is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and so he was just like shocked that I asked him that question, and the cameras just went off, and it was just, I was like...
You know, Smokey Robinson, one of the greatest songwriters of all time.
So who was your favorite? Was he your favorite person that you interviewed? Because he was the most famous, but who was your favorite?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't say famous. I wouldn't name anyone famous. That was my favorite person.
She finna say me.
About 5 years ago, I got a divorce. I was married, and I was devastated again. I was on rock bottom because now it's
he didn't deserve you.
It's me plus two. Because I have 2 kids. Shout out to my babies.
Shout out to the
TNT.
babies.
And I was like, how I'm going to raise 2 kids in Oakland, California, single. divorced. Ain't nobody gonna want me. I'm all washed up. And I had stopped being Pretty Toni when I had got married. Because I was like, I'm gonna just be a wife. I'm gonna be a mom. Like, I'm gonna just, that's it. I would do little stuff here and there, but I just wasn't like on my grind like I was. And so I was devastated, and I started drinking cognac. Okay? Hennessy, straight up.
Just the devil's juice, y'all.
In the purse.
Avoid it so I can have more.
For like 2 years straight drinking Hennessy. Not eating, just drinking Hennessy. And I was like, Lord, I know I can't live my life like this because I'm going to die. Like, why you got me in this position? What am I supposed to do? And he was like, girl, you supposed to do what you came out here to do. And I was like, I don't feel beautiful no more. I have 2 kids. I don't want to be in front of no camera. I'm not right. Like, I had all these excuses. So I was like, okay, Lord, you want me to do this? You want me to do this? Open some doors. Help me do something. What you want me to do? So there's a website that's called San Francisco Casting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I've been on that since I moved here.
I'm on there too.
But when I left to go get married, I got off of it. Because you have to pay for it. It's not a lot, but you get some bomb gigs off of there. So
I never got a gig.
He was like, activate your account. I ain't even got no money to be paying for that, to activate no account. Are you crazy? So some kind of way I went ahead, I activated the account. 3 days later, I applied for the Honda commercial. A week later, they called me for an audition. You know when you know, when you know, when you know?
When you know.
When I was walking up to the audition, I knew I had it. When they gave me the script, I knew I had it. When I walked out the door, I knew I had it. When the phone rang, they said you got it. Now they casted me as like a C actor, meaning like you was just gonna sit there and look pretty. But when I got there, they was like, oh, you're even more gorgeous than your pictures. So then they moved me to the table where the people were speaking. Then they heard my personality and they said, oh, we're gonna move you up to the A actor. So that's how I got the 3 lines in the Honda commercial. And it happened on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. That's the universe.
That's God.
It's the universe.
It's God.
Same thing.
So what happened was that was the door that opened
Not
back
Caesar
up.
Borgia, but God.
The door opened back up and I was like, okay, maybe I still do got it a little bit. And then shout out to Twin Social because they were doing something that was called open mic. They needed a host. I already had previously worked for RTV, so they asked me to come and be the host. They already had a host, but they wanted a co-host. And so from there, we started doing open mic all around the Bay. It was lit. You know, I started meeting more artists because I had been out the scene for a minute. People thought I didn't even live here no more because I was just so tucked away. And that's what opened the door, and the grind has been real since then.
You've been working. You are you got your foot on their neck.
Tony James Brown.
Steve Rafford says, have you come across others in the industry that have problems that you helped with, like your teacher?
Yeah, so back to the rest of your question. That's when I started the show Keep Ascending. Okay? So what I did was I started sitting down with people and just having just a normal conversation with people about how do they ascend over this big struggle or this big huddle or whatever they had to go through. And that was the people that I admired the most. Because for you to sit down and be authentic with me and tell me what you overcome and how you overcame it, it helped me heal. And so at the end of the interview, or I won't even call it an interview, because at the end of the conversation, everything that you told me, I kept it here and I brought it here. And what I gave back to that person was a monologue off the top of my head. That's called active listening. You know, I wasn't writing nothing down. I think I would write stuff down every now and then, like, but for the most part, it was here and it was here. And I was like, okay, I got it still. You know, like, not even that I got the talent there, but I still want it. You know, like, I still hunger for it. And so those are the people that I would say have been the most rewarding for me to interview. It ain't the celebrities, because they got it all. You know, it's the authentic people, that a stranger that I don't even know that will sit down with me and tell me how they've overcome the struggle. So, yeah. Shout out to Taz for doing that Keep Ascending song too, because I sat down with him and I told him what I wanted the song, because I wanted a theme song for my show, and that's how the song came about. And from there, we did a video. In the first couple of weeks, we got like 10,000 views on YouTube.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Trap Art for putting that interview and that video together. There's a
That's
lot of
big.
people I gotta thank, that has actually helped me get to where I'm at. Shout out to Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to VJ TV again. Like, it's all love.
Always. Family is family. You know.
And I want to give a shout out to Tiffology. She's in the building.
Shout out to T.
Tiff,
Yeah, shout out to sis, you know.
she's doing her princess way right now.
Always. You know.
But that's the one thing about the Bay. It's like we're small, so it's like once you work with some people, like everybody know each other, and
True.
people think about each other, and that's something I never had. Like that's when I learned what family was. Oakland, California,
That's what's up.
town
it is.
business.
Town business.
You know. It's real out
So,
here.
what would you tell anybody that's aspiring to be in entertainment, whether it's hosting, modeling, acting? What's something that you would tell someone right now if you had the opportunity?
I want to tell you this one thing first. I went to LA. I don't know if you ever heard of Ethnicity Modeling. That was the biggest modeling company in Florida. They was the ones that got all the girls to be in the videos and stuff. So I was on that website for the longest, and she moved to LA. So she had a company in Florida, and then she had a company in LA. She came to LA. She called me for an interview. Okay, mind you, I'm still broke. Okay, this before the kids and stuff, but I'm still broke, so I made my way to LA because, you know, that's just right up the street. You can scramble up $200 because that's when the flights was cheap.
Yeah.
I got all the way down there. Mind you, I had to look cute. I had to be prepared. I had to be ready. I wasn't even in the door for 5 minutes. And she was like, "You'll never make it in the entertainment business. You look like too many famous people. Thank you." I mean, I didn't even step in the door all the way. Do you understand what I'm saying? I flew from Oakland to LA. No rental car. Like, I had to pay to get here. And you gave me 4 minutes to tell me that I will never make it because I look like too many people in the entertainment business. Once again, another person telling me that what I couldn't do. You just got to believe in yourself. Like, whatever it is that your heart desires or whatever you want to be, as long as you believe that that's what you can do and that's what you love, like, you have to, like, run after it. You have to go out of it. You have to keep ascending. It don't matter how many people tell you what you can't do and how you look.
Samantha.
You gotta go. You gotta go for it. And I might still never make it to exactly, because I want to be in a sitcom. I want people to have a date with me every week at 7 p.m. on Thursdays because I'm in a sitcom. I want to be on Law and Order Special Victims. I love that show.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? There's
Speak it into it. You giving it to the universe.
you know, there's things that I want to be in a couple of movies. I ain't got to be the biggest actress. I just want to do what I love.
There you go.
So, again, whatever it is that you want to do, music, acting, hosting, you know, do it. Just do it. Like Nike say, just do it.
Right.
And keep doing it.
Samantha says, give it your all.
Yes.
Yes,
always,
indeed.
Always give it your all.
I don't care if it's you being a chef. I don't care if it's you cleaning houses. I don't care whatever it is that you want to do. You just got to do it, and you got to believe that is what you want to do, and just keep going for it.
That is the business. That's what's up.
In fact, we need to have us a cook-off one day.
Y'all ain't ready.
Oh, I love to eat.
Y'all ain't
You
ready.
love to eat.
Shut up. Hey, a matter of fact, hold on.
Come
Shut
and
up and
get
eat
your
takes on all challenges.
I love cook-offs.
I'm just saying. That's another conversation.
Man.
That's another
man,
conversation.
I'm ready.
Hey,
But
just let me host
it's that
it.
time of the
Let
year.
me host it.
What's up, Lamar? You got it. I will have that shit at my house. And I got a few pits that I will let you use one of my pits. We can, man, don't. Yeah. Anyway,
Hey,
so
I got a broken toe right here, y'all.
Yeah.
Look, I got the boot on one foot.
She got the boot on and she still
Okay.
showed up.
Yep. And
You
I
just
got the
doing
heel,
karate?
and I got the heel on
Look
the
at
other
with the
foot.
sparkly.
Okay.
You just doing karate or something?
So that's how determined I am.
She just showed y'all
she got
she's
a Lego
flexible.
boot on one side.
I'm
and
just
a heel
telling you.
on the other.
I got casted for a movie, and I told the director, I was like, I kind of got a broken toe. Do you want to replace me? He was like, no, use that.
We got it.
He was like, use that.
See?
I
That's
told
what's up.
Spoiled Booty, I said, I can't shoot. I can't even wear no heels right now.
Uh-huh.
She's like, we'll make it happen.
See?
We just stand there and then
What?
we'll put the shoe on and then we'll take the picture of you.
See?
So that's what I'm saying. Be determined for whatever it is that you want to do.
Hey, that's life. That's what's up. Cause you embody a hard worker. You a go getter.
I am.
You are. You know what I'm saying? And I get to witness some of and I know. So I'm like, fam, that's what's happening. That's what's up. Even on my feed, it don't even be your personal, but it'd be the sponsor shit, and it'd be come up, and I'd be like, fam,
I didn't even know I was on those pages either. People
I
was like, I see you
doing
on
that
I'm
shit.
like, what?
That's what's up. Because it's good to see your people doing shit. And I always salute my people. Shout out to everybody doing what they doing.
Shout out to everybody that's conquering their dreams, that's keep going, and people tell you that you can't do it and you ain't talented, you ain't got the look. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Keep ascending and just keep going.
Hey,
and keep God first and pray about everything that's defeating you.
That's really what's happening. So you want to tell people where they can find you on social media?
Hey.
Or you don't want no new starters?
First of all, thank you everybody that tuned in. Thank you for the comments. I'm gonna go back and read everything. I'm excited. This is my adrenaline rush to be in front of the camera, to be in front of the mic. Mic check, mic check.
Mm-hmm.
But you can find me at prettytoni7, and that's on Instagram, and Toni Rochelle 7 on Facebook. Show your girl some love one time.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
And book me.
Hey, you heard her, book her. You know what I'm saying? Don't be coming with no bullshit either, because she got fam that'll come and have a conversation.
I got fam now, y'all. I got fam.
So, Camo, what's happening, bro? Tell everybody where they can find you at.
Yo, you can find me on Instagram at real. Hey, camouflage. Yo, either one, you can find me on there. We got another podcast too. We dropping for y'all, the Drip Money Show.
And I get to be on there. I'll be on the Drip Money podcast tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drip Money. I appreciate y'all for having me on tomorrow. I'll be on there tomorrow. One real quick. Hold on, before I go to Pharaoh. Monique, hey fam. Still waiting for you to come be on the podcast. Open invitation, man. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. You know what I'm saying? It's all love.
He don't give up.
Waiting for you.
He don't give up.
I mean, because everybody be busy, got stuff going on. So I don't want people to think I forget about them when I say, hey, I'd love for you to be on the podcast. So I'm telling you again, on the show and you watching. All right, let's make it happen. My little bro, Duck, what's good, man?
Cognac Confessionals, y'all.
Yeah. So, my esteemed co-host, tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me at Pharaoh Films across the board because I like originality. So it's just Pharaoh Films at Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Even some shit y'all probably ain't never even heard of. Even Gmail.
Everywhere.
Hey, yo, when that
the
movie
Gmail.
premiere coming out, y'all got going? When that movie premiere?
My Sister's Keeper,
March
2nd, and we all up in there skinning and grinning.
Yeah.
Man, come out, y'all.
At the historic Grand Lake Theater.
Theater,
They
March
don't allow
2nd.
just any Negroes up in there, so I'm going to be there with my good clothes on.
Two
Not the
shows.
Don't be stepping on his feet, y'all.
6 p.m. and 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe we will be doing a podcast from the red carpet. This is director's cut. March 2nd. Come fuck
So you think
with
you've
us.
seen it, but you ain't.
You know.
I even do martial arts in the shit.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. And shout out to our official third co-host, Tiffology. She's in the building as always.
She's shy.
Hey.
You know,
I was about to say
you can find her at Tiffology. You know, I want to thank all y'all that's tuning in, all y'all that's here. You know, tell your people, share the page, set your notifications. Y'all want to be on the show? Holla at me. You can find me at Cognac_Confessionals on Instagram. You on my page if you're watching this, Cognac Confessionals page on Facebook. I also have a YouTube channel, Cognac Confessionals. If you know me personally, you can reach out to me on my personal Facebook page. On my personal Facebook page, it's just fucking that. Personal. But real talk. I appreciate everybody. Martha, what's up?
Martha.
Tiff. Martha says she loves you.
I see you, Keisha.
Hey, Martha.
I see you, Stu.
I appreciate everybody tuning in as always, you know.
I see you, KK.
Rest in peace, Cuzzo Biaggi, as always, you know. Love and light, everybody, man. Make sure y'all be safe this weekend.
Hey, Martha.
Y'all been doing, you could have been doing anything in the world on this Friday, and y'all chose to fuck with us, you know what I'm saying? I humbly appreciate it.
Thank
you.
you.
I like to thank Pretty Toni
Hey.
for coming in, you know, for sharing your
Nothing but
story.
love.
That's just kudos. You know?
Inspirational.
It's inspiration. It's real. And hey, man, at the end of the day, I'm gonna use one of Big Biaggi's quotes. You can save a lot of money by being yourself. You know what I'm saying? And remember,
Facts.
everybody want to go somewhere. This is another one of his quotes. Everybody want to go somewhere where everybody know their name. I just want to go somewhere where everybody paying me.
Hey.
Good night.
Night.